everyone, and welcome to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of high school wrestling. Coon Rapids Cardinals hosting a tri-meet tonight, and this is the nightcap between the two teams that won meet number one. Coon Rapids and Stillwater both beating Andover, and now a chance to take on one another. Joe Yund joined by not only Howie Shapiro, but also the Golden Grapplers on Knee Neighbor.
I love that name, the Golden Grappler.
Yeah. Who gave it to me?
I think Joe did.
No, I'm pretty sure you did.
Did I?
I'm pretty sure it
Pretty
was
sure.
Howie.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Then I'll take credit for it.
Right.
I don't remember. I'm the old one in the group. Not by much, though, Zon, but I am the old one.
You keep me feeling young.
That's my job. That's why they hired me, to keep you young.
106 pounds, Tyler Kaufman on the mat for the Cardinals, facing Dylan Doffenbach of Stillwater. And Doffenbach an early takedown, and he's got Kaufman in some trouble. And as we go throughout this meet, we'll talk about how important those bonus points could be between two very evenly strength teams.
Yeah,
But a 30-second
Yeah, that was impressive.
pin.
Both of these teams in the lean and mean. Coon Rapids at 15, Stillwater at 18.
Tyler Kaufman put into a tough spot there for the Cardinals. Normally a JV wrestler. Coon Rapids varsity wrestler did not make weight today, so shows up at the gym and he's put into a varsity lineup going against a tough Stillwater team for probably his first varsity match ever.
For the ponies, Ben Colagiovanni.
Ben Colagiovanni
For the Cardinals,
for Stillwater,
Nick Lattery.
taking on the Cardinals' Nick Lattery.
Both of these guys' first match of the night, as they both had forfeits against Andover.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say that, so our first opportunity to see them tonight.
Well, Lattery's had a really nice start to his season. Went 4-0 last weekend with 3 pins. Coon Rapids going 3-1 with a win over St. Francis before the Hastings duels on Saturday, where they beat the host Raiders in a tiebreak, lost to number 1 Stillwater, and then beat St. Francis again in the third place match.
I think it was they lost to Shakopee.
Correct.
Shakopee.
I think you said Stillwater.
You are correct. Number 1 ranked
It's that
Shakopee.
Novocaine,
We're
yeah.
watching Stillwater.
Yeah, and Coach Glenn happy with the start of the season for his squad. And as you mentioned, there's going to be a lot of wrestling here in the next couple of days.
Lattery was close to a takedown, but Colagiovanni able to turn it around and get the 2 points for himself. And trying to gain control of the arm underneath, right on the edge of the mat. Lattery able to get to his feet, but broken back down. Working himself out of bounds, at least get a reset to the middle.
As you mentioned, Joe, the ponies with a decisive win as well over Andover. So this is an opportunity for both these teams to really wrestle against an opponent that's close to their level in terms of total roster.
Strength for the Cardinals lies in the lower weights, into the middle weights. The strength of the ponies is from the middle weights on up. And a great reversal and headlock by Lattery, and fortunately is going to run out of time.
Just 2 points for the near fall because it was so close to the end of the
Yeah,
period.
that's unfortunate because he had him in a good spot.
Yeah, good move. Headlock. He had it tight, too.
What was your signature move back in the days on Knee Neighbor? Eye gouge?
Eye gouge.
Right off the turnbuckle?
Top turnbuckle. Top rope.
Lattery starting on top. Colagiovanni got to his base, keeping his hands free, but Lattery will go over the leg, after the leg.
He's got the legs in there. He's working to get to the splits, but it's very difficult to do, especially against a tall, lanky kid who he's got right now. But that's what he's trying to do.
Now it looks like he's trying to wrap the cradle on underneath.
I think he's got his hands clasped.
Yep.
Plenty of time, great positioning on the mat. If he can get him turned. Cola Giovanni doing a nice job of fighting through it, trying to control the head. Lattery in a lot of danger of losing in control right here. Cola Giovanni trying to crawl out from underneath.
Oh, now he's got him.
Oh, he's
getting some back points.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Cola Giovanni got stuck. Lattery doing all the work with his lower body, and he's got him in a whole lot of trouble. Not even sure what that is.
That's
like
shoulder blade, but
yeah, it's popping
you
right
can't
out.
see his other one
Yeah.
because it's on top of his leg.
Yep.
So he's not going to get a pin here unless he can raise that head a little bit higher with his legs. But yeah, Lattery here using both his legs just like another pair of arms.
Yep.
Well, I was referring to the move. I'm not sure what that is. Similar to a
scissors.
leg scissor,
Yep. It's a head scissor.
but he caught him. He used him to his advantage, and
Oh, and he took a lot of energy for that as well.
7-2 lead going into the third period.
That's the part where they come from that arm bar, Joe, and they walk around, they walk the head, and if they can get the head lifted with their scissor legs, it becomes a very good pinning move. There was a kid named Lefebvre from Elk River many years ago who was very good at it. It was like he wrestled with 4 arms.
Lattery able to work his way back to his feet. Cola Giovanni
For a
working his arm.
guillotine.
Cola Giovanni going to get some back points.
This is called a guillotine here. He put the leg in and is able to get that arm back.
Now, Lattery having a difficult time trying to get out of that.
He's going to have to free his legs.
Yeah.
Able to kick his way back to 45 at least. Still that left arm being wrenched on. Lattery able to fight his way all the way back to his base now.
Yeah, did a nice job of getting out of getting his legs free.
Cuts the lead to 7-5. Down to the last 40 seconds, and Cola Giovanni really just
This is what's
keeping a
gonna be-
lot of pressure on.
It's going to be very difficult here, getting out of that hold there. You think, okay, he made it, but boy, right now the blood's rushing to his head because he pretty much had it cut off. Circulation really difficult here. He's going to have to recover quickly if he wants to hold this lead.
Well, not a lot of time
Giovanni
left.
going after the right arm this time.
Close to getting a side roll here.
Lattery trying to make sure he keeps Cola Giovanni's legs out this time. 5 seconds left. He's getting him flipped over.
We're going to have a tie match.
2 near fall points will tie the match and send us to overtime.
Well, something Coach Glenn wants to come over and talk. I don't think he. Let's see what he has to say here.
I think he's saying the time expired
Yeah.
before he got rolled over. So overtime.
No, it was a nice job by
Cola
Giovanni.
Giovanni, nice shot, got in deep. Lattery trying to hold him off. Trying to gain control and get around behind. And now just forcing his way. Good, strong move with his legs to drive Cola Giovanni back to his deep on his knees.
Great counter by Lattery, but Stillwater doing a nice job.
Oh, Lattery's
Stalemate called.
Yeah.
7 seconds left in overtime period number 1.
Yeah, and Lattery is, you can see the exhaustion.
I think that middle of the third period really took a lot out of Lattery.
This has been a good one.
And it will continue. Overtime period number 2.
Well, this is what they were talking about in terms of the clock. Did he get him turned over?
Yep, he was counting.
Yeah.
He was counting there.
Yeah.
There's the first. As soon as that hand waves, he's going to get 2 points.
Caution for Cola Giovanni. He did so well from the up position in the third period. Able to score 5 points, bring it back to a tie. Force this overtime as we just saw in the final seconds.
Yeah, we're going to go to another one.
Oh, that's a tough.
What?
They're going to award a
Stalling point. Was it stalling that they called?
I don't.
yeah.
No.
But do they do that as time expires and then they have another 30 second
seconds?
overtime? I didn't see him get warned a first time.
I didn't
but
either.
I didn't either. So I'm gonna-
Trying to get Cola Giovanni rolled over. And will not be able to do it.
That's a tough one.
Especially for the point to be
Yep.
awarded as a penalty.
Ooh, some of the home crowd not happy with that.
Winning with a 7-6 decision. From the Ponies, Ben Giovanni.
I give the Ponies a 9-0 lead.
Wrestling at 120 pounds for the Ponies, Hayden Carlson.
So moving to 120, John
For the
Spobany
Cardinals,
against
Jonathan
Hayden
Spobany.
Carlson for Stillwater.
Now Cardinals starting off in a bit of a hole here, down 9-0.
Yeah, the overtime loss. That's a big swing.
That
6
that
points.
hurts. Yeah, that
It's
hurts.
a 6-point swing.
Yeah.
You talk about two really evenly matched teams. Every point is going to matter in every match. Spobany throws, gets the single leg. It's over the top, but no control, no takedown awarded. Good counter attempt from Carlson, still driving with the legs. Spobany fighting against those legs, make sure he doesn't get wrapped up, but there is the takedown for Carlson. Svobody trying to quickly reverse. He's at least got the escape, and that's all he'll get. Svobody, quick takedown, will take the lead.
Nice quick takedown. I really like the pace that he wrestles with. But he just, even in his first match against Handel tonight, he just doesn't score as many points as I think he should. A lot of action. He's doing a lot of stuff out there, a lot of good stuff, but just not able to get the points.
Well, and you have to love the fact that he's quick. He's a quick wrestler. And you saw it there on the takedown.
Doing a nice job here keeping his weight on him. He's controlling that arm. I'd like to see him turn him over and get some back points.
Got him flipped, and he's able to stop him. Carlson tried to kick his way out, but
big points right at the, you score the final 5 seconds of a period. It's a big deal.
Oh, yeah, you take a 3-point lead.
Svobody, a senior, really looking to finish his career strong. He's, for his size, only 120 pounds, a very strong kid. Works out a lot. Works really hard.
Like I really like the tempo he wrestled with in his earlier match tonight. Did take the loss, but I like the tempo. I thought he did a lot of nice stuff out there. He just wasn't getting any extra points.
Quick switch. Carlson holding on to that right leg. But Svobody flips him over. Still, Carlson won't give up control of the leg. And Carlson driving nicely to stay into control. Svobody trying to roll out. Carlson rolling right with him. Svobody finally able to get the escape, drives Carlson out the far side.
Again, a lot of work, a lot of action, and finally
not a lot of points.
Finally got the one.
Yeah, finally did get the one, but
another takedown for Svobody.
Good quickness, too.
Well, he saw Carlson stumble a little bit, and he wasn't going to let that opportunity pass.
Definitely took advantage of the loss of balance there. I was going to get some more points.
Got him in some trouble, but Carlson trying to hold off. 5 seconds left in this period. Will he make it? Yes, he will.
I think we're going to have a blood timeout.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Good period for John Svobody. Pushes his lead to 11-2 before the third.
Yeah, I mean, took advantage of his quickness, took advantage of the fact that you mentioned Carlson fell a little bit and made him pay for that by picking up some points.
I think after losing the overtime match, Coon Rapids would really like to come back here with a bonus point win.
This is really the part of the order, too, where the Cardinals need to do as much damage as possible if they hope to hang on with some very highly ranked ponies
Yes.
on the horizon later in the match. So some plugs in the nose for Mr. Carlson, and we're ready to wrestle. Starting the neutral position here in period number 3. Svobody trying to close it out, and again, get his team some extra points if possible. 9-point lead to start this period, and a great counter by Carlson nearly had Svobody in some trouble. He will get the points for the takedown.
Svobody was able to get out of it, but you're right. It was a near tough one.
Svobody working, gets turned around and gets the reversal right on the edge of the mat. Gets those 2 points back. A little more than midway through the third period.
Yeah, looking over to the bench.
Quick stand-up by Carlson. Svobody breaks him right back down.
.40 seconds remaining.
Nine-point lead, very important that he keeps it at this. Doesn't give up a late reversal to lose the extra team point.
Is it 8 points?
Yeah.
Yep.
Working the half Nelson on the right side. 10 seconds left. This one's going to end in a major decision for John Svobody.
That was a nice one for Svobody. As Carlos, as you mentioned, Joe, Carlos needed it at this point.
13-4, the Cardinals, Jonathan Svobody.
It's that reversal midway through that second or third period.
Yep, great mat awareness by Svobodny there.
That gives the 4 points to the Cardinals.
Wrestling at 126 pounds for the Ponies, Javon Toshik. And for the Cardinals, Gabe DeGris.
126 pounds, Javon Toshik for Stillwater, and Gabe DeGris for Coon Rapids.
Toshik comes in as one of the Ponies' ranked wrestlers, currently ranked number 5 at his weight class.
And he will start the scoring with a takedown.
Yeah, we talked about these two teams, and obviously this is a match that both of these teams would like to win to certainly to continue winning, but also see if they can climb in the polls a little bit.
And an early blood timeout. 45 seconds in. Toshik just the 2-point lead.
Got the lip bleeding a little bit.
Toshik's going to let him up.
Yeah, I think with the ease which he got his first takedown, I think he's going to look for something that he can go directly into a pinning combination, some type of throw here.
There's the takedown.
I was trying to get him over on his back.
DeGris in some trouble. Able to get back to his chest. A little less than 30 seconds left.
Gabe just needs to keep this one close against a ranked opponent.
It's a 4-1 lead for Toshik after one. Gris fighting to try and get the cradle on underneath.
Well, Toshik's not letting him really get the control he wants.
Toshik doing a nice job of controlling the hands. Kind of staying ball on his base, working, but he's really not. He's not really doing anything on the bottom that I can't see him not getting warned for stalling. Or it'll be called a stalemate because DeGris really isn't doing anything, getting all perpendicular, going on a pinning combination.
Toshik gets the toss, gets the reversal.
Yeah, you see his speed as well. He's able to get that reversal. Takes a 6-1 lead.
He's got that arm.
And getting DeGris turned. Toshik trying to straighten that arm out. He's going to get 2 near fall points.
DeGris getting away from being on his back.
Tried to escape. Great job by Toshik breaking him back down. Under 10 seconds remaining. And it's an 8-1 lead going into the third. DeGris quickly up, but right back to the mat. Tasha controlled that left arm right away.
Yeah, he's able to bring him back that way. Now he gets the escape.
DeGris went for the double leg. Good sprawl by Tasha, keeping him from getting to the legs. Now trying to control the head underneath.
Oh.
Cool little spin move.
Yeah, it was.
Took DeGris right to the mat. Trying to get him rolled back over to get some back points. It looks like he'll score a couple at least.
Got him in some
Lot
trouble.
of time right in the middle of the mat.
Doing a great job with his weight on his toes. So you get chest to chest here.
DeGris fighting to keep off his back. Almost got back chest to the mat, and now he does.
Big lead, 13-2.
And that is the way it will end.
Winning by a decision 13-2 from the ponies, Javon Tasha.
And that'll give him a 13-4 lead here going into 132.
Wrestling at 132 pounds for the ponies, Reed Ballantyne.
Reed Ballantyne against Joe Robin for
Robin.
Coon Rapids.
Reed Ballantyne is the #1 ranked
Yeah.
wrestler that Stillwater has.
Robin came out aggressive looking for the legs. He's got hold of one, but not able to do anything with it. Ballantyne this time quickly double leg takedown.
Joe Robin is a cousin of Carter Adams,
Ah,
senior wrestler here tonight.
Robin just trying to get out of bounds and does. Two near fall points though.
takes a 4-0 lead. You can see how quick he is.
Keeping a lot of pressure on the back of Robbins, back of his head.
Yeah, just trying to move him and see if he can flip him.
Working on that left arm.
No, he's
Now has
he's
him
in
rolled
trouble.
over and
There
Robin
it
is done.
Yeah.
First period pin in 134.
Now we see why Reed Ballantyne is ranked #1
Yeah.
at his weight class. That was just a solid performance by him, just right from the start. As soon as he got a takedown, he was looking for pinning combinations.
Well, he used his combination of speed and strength, I think, to really to get the advantage there.
Wrestling at 138 pounds for the ponies.
Elijah Madimba wrestling
Carlson.
for the Cardinals at 138. Keller Carlson, his opponent. Carlson will get the early takedown to start the first period. Three Madimbas in the lineup at times for the Cardinals. Moses has been on the squad a couple years now, and got Elijah, his younger brother, in 10th grade, and Enoch, just an 8th grader, has been wrestling some at 106.
Good wrestling family.
Elijah trying to get out of the grasp, trying to get the reversal on Carlson. Carlson trying to control the feet. Madimba back to his feet, gets the escape. Madimba will bring it back to the center of the mat. He and Carlson lock up top. Just under 30 seconds left, period number one. Good single leg takedown for Madimba. Takes his first lead.
Yep. He had him turned too as well, but just couldn't do anything to keep him that way.
Almost had him to his back, but Carlson right back to his chest. And that'll do it for period number one. Elijah Madimba, a 3-1 lead. The patriarch of the Madimba clan. It's parent night here.
It is parent night. It was nice to see a lot of parents here supporting this program, and of course, it's a big part of this community.
Very quick escape for Carlson to start period number two. We're tied. They've got it as 6-3. We've got it as 6-3. I missed something.
Madimba just got himself into some trouble there on the edge of the mat.
Carlson has a hold of his left arm as well.
Off the edge, they'll go back to the middle. 51 seconds left in the second period. An 11-3 lead now for Carlson. But back to his feet, and Carlson breaks him back down.
Carlson continuing to control this match, up 11-3.
Doing a good job. I mean, keeping all his weight on his chest and keeping the one leg off the ground. Really making it tough for Madimba to try to get back to his base. However, I can see this being called a stalemate.
Time will expire, though, in the second period, so it's 11-3. And we'll have a little blood timeout.
Yeah.
So we'll start the third in the neutral position, an 11-3 lead for Carlson. And a great double leg, but quickly countered by Medimba. Trying to stay out of it. Stay side by side. Had the headlock momentarily, but it slipped off, and a takedown for Carlson. Pushes his lead to 10. Medimba able to get the reversal, and now he's got Carlson in a little bit of trouble.
Still plenty.
This would be a big turn with
Huge.
the lead Carlson was building if Medimba was able to finish this off. Looked like his there it
look at
is.
that.
That is a huge reversal and pin for Elijah Medimba.
That's great. He was down 13-5, but he hung in there, able to get the leverage and get him turned, and did enough. There was plenty of time left to get the pin, and that's huge, guys.
That's a big swing. Going from, I mean, he was basically being majored to start that period. Then he comes away with a pin. You can say that's a 10-point swing right there in that third period, team point-wise.
But with, again, as much as we can possibly talk about how close these teams are and how important those extra team points are.
Oh, that is for sure.
Wrestling at
Dalen Jones for Coon Rapids at 145.
145 pounds.
And Jeffrey
the ponies,
Robinson
Jeffrey
for
Robinson.
the Ponies.
And for the Cardinals, Dalen Jones.
Got to see some of Dalen wrestling last year as a freshman, and I like him.
Yeah, he was one
Quick,
of the
and very active wrestler.
He was one of the wrestlers that got the win by forfeit tonight against Andover.
Circling is Robinson. Jones waiting for him to come up. Then a toss, trying to get around behind him.
Boy, he's Dalen quick.
Robinson able to avoid
the
takedown until now, and now the cradle, and Jones trying to get him rolled.
Couldn't turn him.
Just drive him straight ahead. There you go.
Robinson bracing with his elbow, trying to stay off the mat. Everything he can to avoid the pin. And three near fall points, and then he'll let him go. Good period for Dalen Jones, and he'll have a 5-1 lead going to the second.
Yeah, Dalen did a nice job, again, using his quickness to gain an early advantage.
I love it when they're aggressive and go right from that takedown into the pinning combinations where they're looking for it. They're not just looking for the 2 points. They're looking for near falls and
The
pins
win.
right off of that takedown, which is when you're most susceptible to getting that stuff happening to you.
Very quick escape for Jones to start period number 2. Pushes his lead to 6-1. duck under, takedown right to his back, and he's got Robinson in trouble again, and then Robinson nearly rolled him over.
He's in better shape on this one.
Yeah.
He's got his shoulder slipped already.
And now Jones the one that's in trouble. Jones able to get rolled back over.
Wow, that showed me a lot.
It looked like he was, again, using his strength to get to his stomach.
He was in big trouble there.
An 11-6 lead for Dalen Jones. He got the takedown, the near fall, then the reversal in the near fall the other way kind of erased those points. But he still leads by 5. It was an interesting turn very quickly in this second period. And Jones nearly turned the tables again right there. And that'll do it for period number 2, so 11-6.
It's going to be an interesting third period.
Yeah.
Both wrestlers, it's going to be conditioning here.
Both wrestlers in that second period had opportunities.
Robinson chooses down, and Jones will let him go.
Jones has had some good success with a snap down.
About a minute remaining.
Start of a very busy couple of days for this Coon Rapids program. They wrestled Andover earlier, now Stillwater tonight, and then they host the Board Highland Duels tomorrow.
That's always a big event here at the field house. Should be a good one.
Jones got in on the single leg, but a good job staying out of it, at least momentarily, by Robinson. And Robinson turns it into a takedown for himself.
Now just a 2-point advantage.
He's going to get 2 points there.
And we are tied.
Oh, that was big.
Escape
That was
right in the
huge.
final seconds will give Dalen Jones
Wow.
the 12-11 win.
That was huge. What a great job just to get that escape and get the 1-point win.
He made a couple of mistakes during the match,
Yep.
but I'll tell you what, he showed me a lot in that second period, avoiding the pin, and then now avoiding overtime to get the win.
Runs out of it with just about 2 seconds left on the clock.
Wrestling at 152 pounds.
Moving to 152, we have Will Harder for Stillwater.
And for the Cardinals,
And for the
Demetrius
Cardinals,
Seals.
Demetrius Seals. Takedown for Harder.
Well, Seals tried to get out of that, but Harder doing a good job of staying with his position on top.
Nearly had him reversed.
Yeah. Good job of keeping control of his hands as well. For Harder.
Harder driving through Seals to put him on his back late in this period, right on the edge of the mat. Seals able to get spun back over, but 3 near fall points awarded right there at the end for Harder, giving him a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, good move by Harder, but a nice job by Seals is to stay off his back, make sure he did not get pinned.
That was a nice drive by Harder.
Yeah.
Half Nelson, put it on right from the feet or the knees. Drove him over, and yeah, I thought Seals was going to be in some big trouble there.
Quick sit and switch. Harder gets the escape. Seals another sophomore. Pretty young lineup for the Cardinals. They have a number of seniors.
6 of them, I believe, in the...
Only 1 junior in the varsity lineup tonight, though. A lot of sophomores, and then the 8th grader, Enoch Madimba, has made some appearances, but means this is a year the Cardinals really hoping to do something. Next year, they'll still be young, but a little bit more experienced.
Right.
Seals tried to get the headlock, and Harder slipped it, got the takedown.
Getting towards the end of the second period.
Seals able to get the reversal right at the end. Get himself on the board. Still trails 8-2 going to the third.
Harder probably got a little too aggressive there, going for a guillotine where he didn't quite have it, his hips tight on it, allowing Seals to get out of there and get the 2 points at the end of the period.
I'll say this about Stillwater's wrestlers we've seen so far, very good from the top position.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
All
Seals is-
night, they have just done a great job of controlling the man underneath, keeping their weight on him, and using a variety of different ways to try and get him turned.
Yeah, now he's in a little bit of trouble here.
They've been very good from the top. Good Rapids hasn't looked too good from the bottom today.
Not up to this point.
Seals nearly broke out, but broken back down.
Harder's just being much more physical. You can tell he's stronger. Senior upperclassman, you can just tell he's got the extra muscle on there.
Seals able to get to his feet. And able to get the escape. Down to the final 20 seconds, though.
That's going to do it.
An 11-3 major decision for Stillwater.
Coach Glenn's talking about points.
Arguing that Seals should have had a fourth point,
Yep.
which would make the difference.
I think they are going to agree upon that.
Winning with an 11-3 decision for the Ponies, Will Harder.
They announced it as 11-3, but they only put 3 points.
Well, they're still.
Oh, they did put 4
4
points on the
Yeah.
board. My math is great.
It's Minneapolis, man.
Wrestling at 160 pounds for the Ponies, Nick Dolphinbach. And for the Cardinals,
Nick Dolphinbach
Moses
now
Madimba.
on the mat to face Moses Madimba. And Madimba, a very quick takedown as Dolphinbach in a world of trouble right from the opening bell.
Madimba wrestled at 170 against Andover, down at 160 here. I see he did weigh in at 160.
Yeah, he's in control of this one for sure. Offenbach having a difficult time. There it is.
There's the pin. 58 seconds for Moses Madimba.
That was big.
Winning with a fall at 58 seconds.
Cardinals
For
needed
the
that.
Cardinals, Moses Madimba.
So a 4-point lead for Stillwater as we head into 170.
170 pounds. For the Ponies, Anthony Tuttle. And for the Cardinals, Zach Thomas.
Anthony Tuttle against Zach Thomas now.
Yeah, we saw Thomas wrestle at 160 in that match against Andover.
Well, based on my lineup, they were set to wrestle. These two guys were set to wrestle at 160. So
think Noah Glenn did some maneuvering there. He had
Yeah.
a little flexibility, and he's trying to win both the matches versus just the one.
Well, Tuttle getting the first points with the takedown, continuing to work, and he's trying to get Thomas turned over. Thomas back to his base. Thomas not quite able to switch out. "15 seconds.
Still trying to control that left arm.
Tuttle will have the 2-point lead going to the second. Thomas defers. Tuttle will choose the down position. Thomas trying to lock up the cradle underneath and get Tuttle rolled over. He's got his arms together. And Tuttle is in big trouble right in the middle of the mat.
If he can
Trying
hold
to
him there.
kick his way out. And then able to break the grip. 3 near fall points for Thomas will give him the 3-2 lead.
Tuttle's crawling for that. See if he can get out of bounds and get.
He nearly got away, got the escape,
Yep.
but then now it's Thomas with the headlock trying to roll him to his back again.
Actually got a cradle there still.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, and now he's in the headlock himself, got rolled over. 3 near fall points for Thomas, followed by a 2-point reversal for Tuttle.
This has been a good one so far, back and forth.
Should be 6-4 in favor of Tuttle. The board does say 5-4. I've got it as 6-4. Some fans certainly have it as 6-4. Coaching staff came over and questioned. They said we just want to make sure between periods whether he gave 2 or 3 near fall points.
It is 6-4.
JV match is done with the Cardinals winning that
Yep.
one 42-24. So nice win for the JV. Varsity trailing 23-19. A 6-4 lead right here for Zach Thomas at 170.
Now, this will be a big one for the Cardinals if they can get the win here.
Tuttle working his way back to his feet again. Thomas trying to stay in control. And there is an escape point awarded. And now Tuttle trying to get the takedown, and he does.
Makes this 8-7. In favor of Thomas.
Stillwater coaching staff, a question for the referee. So clarification, it confused me as well. There were two back points awarded to Thomas before the escape. Now they threw another point up. Oh, because he let him up.
He let him up, yeah.
Okay. 9-7 the lead for Thomas. It's not hard to confuse me when it comes to wrestling.
I think you're doing a great job, Joe. I've been trying to look at them. I can't keep track on a lot of this stuff on the edge of the mat. Plus, I'm having trouble seeing some of the points that the referee is holding up.
Well, was there a penalty point there? Must have been a penalty point because they were neutral, so you can't have an escape point.
No.
There's a takedown for Tuttle.
He's got
That'll
the 1
give
point.
him the 10-9 lead.
He's got him on his back.
And he will get some extra points here. Get 3, and that's going to secure his victory as the final seconds tick off. That's a big win.
It is a big one.
For Tuttle and the Ponies when Thomas looked like he had control of that match after the second.
Winning with a 13-9 decision for the Ponies, Anthony Tuttle.
See the score, 26-19.
Wrestling at 182 pounds for the Ponies, Josh Bielski.
Josh Bielski on the mat for Stillwater. Riley Hargrave wrestling for Coon Rapids at 182.
Bielski is the 4th Stillwater Pony ranked wrestler coming into tonight. I believe he's ranked 7 in the state.
Yes.
Young Mr. Hargrave certainly has his work cut out for him. Top 10 opponent. Pachowski with the early takedown to take the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and he's trying to get the leverage to pull him over.
And he's got
there.
Hargrave in trouble.
Wow.
First period pin, 57 seconds for
Quick
Josh Pachowski.
Going to build that
With
lead.
the ball at 57 seconds for the Ponies, Josh Bielski. Wrestling at 195 pounds for the Ponies, Will Gleason. And for the Cardinals, Austin Nevela.
Will Gleason wrestling at 195. And Austin Neville, the Cardinal, on the mat. .13 team lead now for the Ponies with just 3 matches left. So a win in any of the last 3 weight classes clinches the victory for the visitors.
Like we talked about, obviously it'd be a big win for either squad.
Yeah, 2 very evenly matched teams here tonight. Probably would have been a little bit closer. Coon Rapids probably down 3 varsity wrestlers tonight with the 106-pounder not making weight.
Yep.
Rotzine's out of the lineup with an injury, and there's one other that's missing because of a broken knuckle, I know. So they're down 3 today, but I think they're hoping to have Rotzine back soon. And Madimba, I've seen him over there running some sprints tonight. I think they're hoping to get him to make weight for the tournament tomorrow.
Yeah, you got to lose that poundage by tomorrow.
Yep.
Broken knuckle is going to take a little longer.
Yeah,
I would assume.
You kind of need them knuckles.
Yeah.
You do.
Hey, you can't get out there really and wrestle with a partial brace on your finger. I don't think you're going to be too effective, and it's probably not worth the risk.
No, you need it to heal.
Gleason, another takedown. And a 4-1 lead for Gleason going to period number 2. Gleason will choose the down position. Very quickly to his base and gets the escape in about 5 seconds. Good duck under, another takedown.
Yeah, again, for the bigger man, he's quick as well.
He's got Nevilla's left arm behind him, or he did. Gave up, thought about going to the quarter Nelson, and now has changed back, keeping pressure. There's the quarter Nelson, and again, Neville just making it difficult to control that right arm. Fighting his way back to his base. Being warned for stalling underneath. .30 seconds left in this second period. A 7-1 lead for Will Gleason.
And Neville tried to get away, but Gleason has a good job of controlling his arm.
Exactly. It's like you mentioned earlier tonight, Joe, that the Stillwater ponies have done a great job, and Gleason is here too, of riding out the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Not necessarily getting a lot of back points and everything, scoring big on the Cardinals, but they are able to prevent Coon Rapids from doing any scoring from the bottom, which is where it's supposed to be easiest.
Right.
Well, and at the same time, just zapping them of their energy by keeping so much weight on top of them, making them work so hard.
And using time as well.
So third period starts with Gleason on the bottom again. And a very quick escape to start the second. Navala keeping the leg Switching to a double, and there is the escape. And another takedown. And a quick pin.
Nice little fireman's carry.
Quickly.
Fireman's carry right to a double leg takedown.
Yep. That was impressive.
4:33 for the ponies, Bill Gleason.
I think he might have caught Neville off guard a little bit there,
I think
thinking
he did.
was off the edge of the mat and he was going to get called to start over.
That'll clinch the victory for the ponies. 2 matches remaining.
Wrestling at 220 pounds for the ponies, Gavin Dunbar. And for the Cardinals, Nick Berg.
Gavin Dunbar will take the mat for Stillwater against Nick Berg for the Cardinals at 220 pounds. Berg with a cradle from the feet to get the takedown.
Yeah, nice move by Nick, who's able to get the back of the leg.
Trying to lock that cradle back in and get him turned. Berg nearly had him right there with the crossface. Not able to take him to his back, though. Under 30 seconds remaining in this first period. Stalling warning for Dunbar. It'll be a 2-0 lead for Berg after 1.
Nick Berg doing a nice job there of doing what we were talking about the ponies being so good at tonight. Early takedown, rode him out the rest of the period, was very aggressive, looking unable to score some points, but finally Stillwater being called for stalling.
And Nick's going to get a little work here, a little blood. Quick one.
Dunbar defers. Berg will choose the down position. Dunbar getting kind of high, and Berg taking advantage, slips the arms, gets the reversal.
Made him pay.
Berg trying to squeeze him into the cradle again midway through this second period now.
And Dunbar's doing what he can to try and get up, but Berg's doing a good job of not letting him.
Got the cradle locked, got him turned, and
There it is.
Dunbar in trouble. He's done.
Nice job slipping the shoulder there.
Pin at 3:15.
Winning with a fall at 3:15 for the Cardinals, Nick Berg.
And for our final match of the night, Gavin Layton for the Cardinals, Colin McCarthy for Stillwater.
Wrestling at 285 pounds for the Ponies, Colin McCarthy. And for the Cardinals, Gavin Layton.
Yeah, we talked about Gavin. Just a sophomore, he's a big young man.
Big is an understatement.
I'll tell you, just looking at the frame, too, he's going to get a lot stronger
Oh,
in
yeah.
that upper body.
So far, both wrestlers just trying to feel each other out a little bit. No points scored as of yet.
A lot of hand fighting going on out there.
Layton nearly had him wrapped for a toss, but off the edge of the mat again. Two big guys in a power struggle up top throughout this first period so far. A good toss there from McCarthy, but off the mat before he could get control. 10 seconds left.
Still looking for the first points, and we're not going to get any in this first period.
No, we will not. McCarthy will start on top here in period number 2. Layton able to work back to his feet, able to break the grasp. Good drive from McCarthy. Layton will get the escape, but need a bigger mat for the bigger boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take them long to run out of room. Both wrestlers fighting for position on the inside there.
We've seen matches like this, especially at the heavyweight, the big, larger, heavier weights, that low scoring points, battling, trying to find position.
I tell you, when you get It's a lot different when a guy who's 106 pounds tosses another guy who's 106 pounds. A little head whip like that versus these two giants out there. Covers a lot more territory when they get moved.
It does.
A couple of the managers sitting at the near side of the mat, and the cheerleaders sitting at the far side of the mat. I'm not sure I want to be that close when those big fellas.
They're tossing each other around, especially they just have to be aware of where they are, and I see one of them moving back a little bit. They've probably heard you talking.
But you can tell who's paying attention.
Well, yeah, you should be paying attention at this point.
Oh, just off the edge, Layton tried a hip toss back onto the mat. Under 10 seconds remaining in the second period. The 1-0 lead for Gavin Layton.
So we're going to go into the third with a 1-0 lead for Layton.
And McCarthy looking to get that back by choosing the down position.
Well, Layton's going to have to ride him out, and he
Yep.
definitely doesn't want to give up a reversal. If anything, he's going to have to let him go the escape and see who can get that takedown. Well, I think that's our first caution tonight. Layton doing a nice job off that whistle, broke him right down.
Yeah, and that's the key, is just using your weight, staying on top of him, not letting him out from under you.
Sap his energy.
Yeah, well, and you got to make sure you have enough energy. I mean, 2 minutes, I'm sure, can seem like a very long time.
I'd like to see another hard crossface here.
He threw one, and now just trying to work on that right arm. He's got the quarter Nelson on, trying to get him turned.
He didn't get out of it.
Nope. McCarthy nearly broke free, but Layton able to break him down right over there on the edge of the mat. Now they're off. And we'll return to center.
Cradle.
Oh.
There's the reversal you were talking about that puts McCarthy in front. Points hard to come by in this match. A 2-1 lead for Colin McCarthy.
With under a minute.
Layton grabbing hold of his leg, trying to get turned around now, gives up, gets back to his base.
Just trying to get to his feet.
McCarthy looked for the cradle at least momentarily. Under 15 seconds. That reversal.
That's going to do it for him.
The premonition from the Golden Grappler.
Yeah.
Just what he couldn't do in that period was give up that reversal. He did, and McCarthy gets the 2-1 win.
Yeah, that's a tough loss for Gavin Layton.
Thank you for coming out.
And again, just a battle between these two big guys.
Well, in a battle between two big teams, and Stillwater comes away with a solid 41-25 win.
Yeah, it was a solid win for them, and I think Cardinals maybe a little disappointed, wanting to keep this a little bit closer, but nonetheless, they've got, as you mentioned, got a lot of wrestling ahead of them tomorrow.
And still very early in the season
Yes.
for both squads.
Right, both teams. I mean, 7 pins in tonight's match. I think I didn't expect that. I expected it to be some more evenly matched matches. I didn't see 7 pins coming. 4 for the Ponies, 3 for the Cardinals. I'd look for a lower scoring match if they were to wrestle again with some matchups. And it is early. It's only December. We still got a lot of wrestling to do before March comes around.
Well, Joe, that's what we have upcoming.
It is what we have upcoming. A little girls hockey on Tuesday against Irondale. Girls basketball next Friday against Irondale. We get to see the boys hockey team on Tuesday the 18th when they host the team from Providence Academy.
A lot of good stuff coming up.
That is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Stillwater 41, Coon Rapids 25. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us, continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. From all of us, including Howie Shapiro and Zahn Nienaber, I'm Joe Young saying good night.